Let's get into what's sold on eBay. What is up, Galaxians? Welcome to another episode of Galaxy CDs, Rocks, and Flips. If this is your first time here, my name is Ryan, and I am a full-time reseller, part-time YouTuber, and podcaster working out of my home here in the Batcave in the greater Cincinnati area. And this channel is all about the flip life. You have reached the midweek What's Sold on eBay recap, where I go over kind of the top. Today, it's going to be the top 10 things I've sold over the last week. I don't know what your business looks like, but it has been crazy busy the last couple of days. I've actually had sales on all three of the platforms I sell on, eBay, Mercari, and Bonanza again. I've talked about that a couple of times over the recent weeks. If you're not using Bonanza, you're not missing out on big money, but you are missing out probably on some money. So there will be a link in the show notes and the description below. Check it out and take a look. So with that, let's get into what sold on eBay. All right, this first item, we had something from this NFL team sell a couple of weeks ago. They were like 0-7 at the time. Now they're 0-13, but the Jets fans love them. This was a really cool knit beanie. I picked this up at a thrift store back in the summer for $1 whole. It's sat here until the weather got cold and now has sold for $24.99 with free shipping. Next up, the first CD of the day. This is one out of the big 8,000 CD lot that I talk about every week. ISM, I Think I Love You, The Hits That Missed. It's a punk rock compilation from a band called ISM. It's another one of those groups I'd not heard of. This went for $29.99 with free shipping. I own this for about 3.5 cents. Another CD, also out of that big lot. Jesse Colin Young, Songbird. This was new and sealed. Fairly rare piece on Ridgetop Music Award Records. Never heard of that label. This came out in 1998. This also went for $29.99 with free shipping. Yet still more CDs. Yet still, again, out of that big lot. So here you've got essentially $90 worth of stuff that I'm into for about 10 cents. Pretty good business. Ruckus. I had talked about this before. I sold a couple of these several months ago. This is the last one I had, new and sealed. This was kind of an underground Detroit rap album. This person was affiliated to some degree with Eminem, who did a guest spot on this record. So it's fairly sought after and fairly difficult to find. So if you see one out in the wild somewhere, pick it up. Here's the first Mercari sale I've had in quite some time. This just came through earlier today. Elementary Gunsmithing from 1938. This is one that I picked up in a estate sale lot. I've got about a quarter in this. It sold for $30 with free shipping. Another book from a big estate sale. Picked up a bunch of Jane's fighting ships. These are kind of annual compilations of all the ships in the various navies throughout the world. These go way, way back. I've got a huge collection of them that I'm in the process of listing right now on eBay. This one is from 1992 and 93. It went for $39.99 with free shipping. It cost about $6 to ship media mail. These are really big books. It's probably 14 by 10 by about 3.5 inches thick. So it's a good size book, pretty heavy, but really, really, if you're into that sort of thing, really interesting compilations. I've talked about these in past episodes. For those of you who are new here and have not seen these, bound issues of magazines, particularly hobby and craft magazines, can do pretty well. I picked up just about a year ago a huge collection of model railroading magazine and books. It was about 5,500 pieces that I owned for roughly 8 cents a piece. This was one of them from 1942, volume 9 of the Model Railroader magazine, bound. This went for $55 on a best offer. I was asking $69.99 each for these. So again, really nice flip from 8 cents. This was a really interesting piece. I found this at a garage sale for $5. back in the summer. Macmillan Sing and Learn. It's a 24 record, LP record educational set, all different kinds of learning the alphabet and colors and numbers. Each of the albums came with like a little workbook. This was in really pretty nice shape. The box had a little bit of a tear in the top, but the records were anywhere from pretty much good condition all the way to like new. Some of them didn't look like they'd ever actually even been played. All of the workbooks were in nice little plastic sleeves. So this was a really nice set. Like I said, I picked it up for $5, sold for $64.99 with free shipping. It was about 16 pounds, so it wasn't super cheap to ship, but it did go media mail, so it wasn't too hateful. This still ended up being a really, really profitable sale. Electronics. I know a lot of folks don't like to mess with these for a couple of reasons. Number one, you always have issues with them working when you got them and not working when they get where they're going. They're big, they're bulky, they're kind of a pain to deal with, but they can bring really, really good money. This is a JVC XLF 215 5-disc CD changer. This also included some Monster Interlink 250 cables, so some really nice cables that were with this. I picked this whole setup at an estate sale, again, back in the summer for, I think, $15. It sold for $89.99 plus UPS shipping. So really nice sale from $15 to essentially $90. It was in really, really nice shape. I tested it at the estate sale, so I was sure it was working. I tested it again when I got it home. So I'm reasonably confident that this is going to stick. And now the flip of the week. This was part of the big 2,500 book lot that I bought. Gosh, it's been almost 2 months ago now. Actually over 2 months. I'm still working on it. A ton of books, but this was Doors London, A Pilgrimage from 1890, an illustrated book of London from the late 1800s. It was in pretty rough condition, but there were not a lot of them out there. So I listed this for $149.99 or best offer. I got an offer last week for $125 with free shipping. So it is on its way. Really nice sale. I own it for about 25 cents. So 25 cents into $125. I'll take those all day long. So that's going to wrap it up for this week. Let me know what you thought of those. Let me know how your week is going. If this was your first time here, or you've been here before and you haven't heard me say this, do me a favor. And if you like this content, whack that thumbs up button and consider subscribing to the channel. I do episodes about twice a week, kind of a what sold recap on Wednesday, and then a video of my podcast, which breaks every Sunday. Be sure you tune in this coming Sunday. I've got a really, really good interview with Dave, Midwest Picker on YouTube, that will go live, I believe, right around noon on Sunday. So with that, I'm going to close it. I've got more orders. My little thing has been buzzing in just the 15 minutes I've been working on this. So I've got some more orders to pull. I hope you do too. And now it's time to sell. Thanks, guys. Hey, everybody. Thanks for spending a little time with Galaxy CDs, Rocks, and Flips. If you'd like to spend a little more time, there's another video in the upper right-hand corner. If you'd like to spend a lot more time, you can subscribe down below.